Hi, I'm Paddycake, and this is my best friend, Brent. We've been besties for a while now, and one of the things we bonded over was our shared love of Madlibs. On Christmas a few years ago, Brent pitched the idea to me to create a show where we use AI art to accentuate the humor of Madlibs. 3 weeks later, we started filming, and we haven't stopped since. Through this project, we hope to share our weird humor and to highlight both the unexpected beauty and complete absurdity of AI-generated art. Welcome to MidJourney Madlibs. Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in. Make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake. Welcome to Paddycake Games and another episode of MidJourney Madlibs. With me, as always, is my best friend and my co-host, Brent. How are you doing this lovely Friday evening?
Bit hot, but I had me some really yummy chicken cordon bleu pasta.
Nice. I had sausages wrapped in tortillas with mustard. That was my dinner. I wasn't very hungry, though. But I get you on the hot part. As you notice, there's something extra in the back, actually, on this side. Yeah, that's an air conditioner, because even with the house air conditioner going, it's way too hot in this room.
I, too, have a little bitty portable air conditioner right here. See, we'll blow it into my thing. No, it didn't sound good at all, did
No, it didn't.
But anyway, it's a cute little air conditioner.
Please don't blow it into your thing on camera. Please don't do that. I don't want to have to edit that.
I'll just blow it underneath my shirt. How's that?
Well, anyway, you guys know how this works. We send each other Madlibs. We send each other the answers to go into those Madlibs. We then take those sentences. We will run them through MidJourney. We create art. We get together. We share it with each other, and we laugh, and that's the show, and we hope you like it. And if you do like it, look down below the video. There's a button just for you. It's a thumbs up button. It means you like the video. Right next to it is a subscribe button. Click on that. That really helps out the channel. And if you want to be really thorough, you can click the notification bell, and that'll let you know when new videos get posted to the channel. And also look in the description of the video. There's a link for a Discord there. Come and join the Discord. We have a cool community there that's slowly growing, and everybody's pretty nice, and we'd love to meet you. It's Thursday, so that means I get to go first. Isn't it funny how I asked you how you were doing this lovely Friday evening, and then I just said it's Thursday? YouTube's weird. It's my turn to go first, and I've got the continuation of Monday's Madlib. So Monday's was from the mother. Tonight's is from the father.
Hello, mother. Hello, father.
Yeah, kind of in that same idea. So the Summer of Love Letters, Part 2. And these were your summer words.
And it might be June 10th, but it is summer in Texas.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Now, here is a sweltering letter from my sunny dad to my mom.
Those shoes. What is wrong with this? I mean, let's ignore his face for a minute and listen to the shoes.
Yeah, the shoes kind of look like those things that you put your foot in to measure them for shoes.
He's just walking. He went to Tom McCann and he saw those and he's like, I want this.
Perfect.
Also, do you have any zinc oxide in green?
To the girl of my hot dogs. So, remember a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks ago, when we kept getting girls who were wearing hamburgers for hats?
Yeah,
and
needles sticking out of their faces.
Yeah, there was that too, but mostly I was just focusing on the weird thing that it just interpreted they always wore hamburgers as hats in these images that you created.
Which was
really
weird.
Because
really they ate pins or something like that, but there were no hamburgers in that prompt. At least you actually have a hot dog.
Right, exactly. So, but this is the hot dog equivalent, so she's wearing hot dogs on her head. Not a baseball game goes by that I don't think of you. With my giant disembodied hand.
And a rudimentary, just like, oh, here's a home plate.
Right? And a line. And some guy standing there looking like he's about to throw something. And that's baseball.
So this is the baseball diamond way at the back of the park. that, I mean, you have to hike like a half mile to get to, and nobody wants to go there.
Yeah. I don't know what I did to deserve you, but I thank my lucky dune buggies. It's a Beetle.
Lucky?
It's a Beetle. It's a Volkswagen Beetle. It's the only one that gave me a
buggy.
Volkswagen Beetle,
It's
and
a
I thought
dune
that was funny.
buggy.
Yeah.
And also, who's driving?
No one.
It's a ghost dune buggy.
Yeah. Funny thing about this prompt, I got lots of like Mad Max style dune buggies. That's pretty much it. Everything looked really post-apocalyptic. So apparently, dune buggy is either Volkswagen Beetle or Mad Max. There's no in between. It doesn't recognize that modern dune buggies actually exist and are
like
normal
roll bars
things.
and all that
Yes,
kind of stuff.
it doesn't even know those exist. It's either Volkswagen Beetle or Mad Max. That's the only answer. I thank my lucky dune buggies that I am so sunburnt to be the one who holds the key to your nose.
Is the keyhole like at the tip of her nose?
I'm not sure. What this makes me think of is those guys who know how to drive nails into their head. Have you ever seen those?
I mean, I know
performance
how
artists?
to drive nails into my head, but
well,
I'm
no.
not going to do it.
Well, there's these performance artists that use these big wide nails, and they put them in their nose in such a way to where it just goes into their sinus cavity, so they know how to actually put it into their head without actually injuring themselves. And this is what it reminds me of, because they hold their heads at that sort of angle to get the right angle, and then they put it in.
I stuck a nut up my nose once, like a hex nut, like that goes on a bolt, not a peanut.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was definitely thinking peanut.
Yeah. No, it was just like one of the 6-sided hex nuts, and I just like easily blew it out. And then I told one of my friends about it, and he put it in one of his nose, and he couldn't easily blow it out. And then I kind of got in trouble, and I'm like, I didn't encourage him to do that. I just told him I
just told
did
him
it.
you did it. Yeah. I dreamed last night that I asked your father for your bare foot in marriage, and you presented it to me in your ghostly, ethereal fashion.
Yeah, you can kind of see through her little.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how does she move her leg like that? Well, I mean, she's already floating, so I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we
possible.
can suspend disbelief a little bit on this one. With a watermelon on his face, he nodded his shoulders and said, "Yes."
He's a bunny.
Could you imagine going to like your girlfriend's father's house and saying, asking him for if it's okay if you ask for his daughter's hand in marriage, and he's like, "Hold that thought."
Just a minute. I'll be right back.
And then he comes back in the room like this with sunglasses with watermelons covering his eyes and his shirt. Says yes.
Yeah. I'd be like, how long have you been waiting to do this?
Right, exactly. Did you just have the watermelon on hand? Was this part of the plan? When I awakened, I realized I don't want to wait until I graduate from pool noodle school.
Is she going to?
So
What is she drinking?
it's like tea. It's like a teacup, but it's really red.
And I was thinking, it's like, is she drinking tomato juice?
Or pomegranate tea or something, a pomegranate juice. But why drink it in such a wide cup unless it's like a warm beverage, like tea or something?
I would like to know how they keep the water in this.
That is
room.
also a very good question, and how they keep the house from rotting also, and it must smell terrible in there. What exactly do you learn in pool noodle school? Floating 101.
Well, and then there's full noodle animals.
Okay, that's advanced pool noodle techniques, yes.
Yeah. Full noodle fort building.
I want to come home now. Drop down on one belly button and also perhaps remove my head and crumple into a heap on the floor with no real discernible shape.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very vague on his anatomy. And also, does he have more than one belly button?
Why
I mean,
why
because
would
he
you
says
say that?
on one belly button.
Oh, yeah, on one belly
you
button.
drop
Yeah,
down on
that's
one
true.
knee
That
because
does
you have
imply
two.
That does imply that there's more than one. You're correct.
And also, perhaps he's just really short because that door is not very tall.
Yes, I was gonna say that. But yeah, that door is very small.
One of those creepy crawl space rooms you hear about on true crime stories.
Oh.
People will be living in someone's wall and stuff like that.
Now it got real creepy. Put a diamond June bug on your finger and pop the question. Yeah, I really like this one. I thought it was cool.
It's cute.
I mostly got like jeweled bug rings. That's mostly what I got. So I just picked the one that I thought was the coolest, and I thought this one was the coolest.
It is very nice, and it's a unique engagement ring, and maybe there's like an inside story there, but also...
Oh, that would have to be.
That seems like it would snag on everything.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of does. It would be
like every
pretty...
time she takes a shower and tries to dry herself off, when she tries to wash her hair, she's like...
When you say chunkla, you'll make me the happiest drought in the world. Chunkla! Chunkla!
Wow.
I know.
This poor
It's so
animal's horse? It's horse-ish?
It's horse adjacent.
It's a horse, a camel, and apparently it drools a lot.
And it has Shrek ears, which is weird. Is he drooling? Is that what's happening here?
Maybe he was like drinking and he realized, oh crap, I'm in a canyon and it's raining. I better get out of here before a flash flood wipes me away.
There we go. That could be it too. Truly, madly, warmly, in love with you.
Aww. So one of my summer words actually worked.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that better fit that sentence.
It looks like a greeting card.
Right. And it's the colors are so warm. It was the perfect image to go with that. Your vacation to be Bob Costas.
So Bob Costas and Janet Jackson had a kid and nobody knew?
Ooh, wow. I didn't think about it that way.
Maybe that's why he was wearing that horrible green thing, so no one would know who he was.
Yeah, maybe so. All right, but that is it. Are you ready for some honorable mentions?
Sure.
All right, here's number 1. Oh, this is the sweltering letter from my sunny dad to mom.
He looks very sunny and happy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got some nail polish on.
Yeah, and it looks like he's been drinking a little bit with his little red nose.
Yeah.
But if this was, like, it looks like it's something from a film. Like a still image from a film.
Yeah, like a happy movie. Maybe this is like the epilogue where our hero is now an old man.
Mm-hmm. Or it could be the very beginning, getting a letter, and then the letter is actually the story. It's not a baseball game goes by that I don't think of you. The people we've murdered.
Died there. Sorry. Whoa.
With watermelon on his face, he nodded his shoulders and said yes.
And did he paint his head like a watermelon as well?
It's all part of the look.
He just like comes around the corner.
Yes.
The guy's like, hi.
Yeah.
That's all I came to ask. Clearly you have other things going on. I don't want to know.
Well, you think that's bad? I think that's bad. Check out this one.
That's like some like serial killer stuff going on.
So this wouldn't be nearly as bad if his arms weren't so dirty and his clothes weren't so dirty. You know, because it's just it's gross and filthy, and that's what makes it really creepy. If it was if it was clean,
and he showed up like this, I would be.
And be like, oh,
you look busy.
sorry.
I think I'll come back.
Yeah. I think I have the wrong address. I'm sorry. But that's it. That's all I got.
Boy. Well, I don't know if I can top that, but we'll try.
But first, we got to jump in the blender. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Will It Blend, the show where we take images from last season at random, throw them in a blender, and find out just how weird we can make them. Starting with the first image. What episode is this going to come from? Episode 17. And we're going to do Brent's Madlib. And image 14. So, what image was that? Oh, I remember that. That was the jujube onion garnish. Onion flavored jujubes sound really disgusting. I mean, there's probably a reason why they never did onion jelly bellies, right? Well, what are we mixing that with? Let's find out. This is going to be from episode 2. Brent's Madlib again. And image 14 again. Oh, yeah. The forbidden dance moves. Oh, sorry. Improper dance moves. That's right. So let's find out what happens when we combine the jujube onion garnish with improper dance moves. We get jujube onion dance moves. Wow, look at that dude go. Go ahead. All right, what's our next blend? It's going to be episode 4. And Brent's Madlib again. He's kind of ruling this episode so far. And image number 4. Image 4. Oh, his hat was made of bread. Galveston's ripe crackers. I remember that. The bread hat was weird. Okay, what are we mixing Galveston's ripe crackers with? We've got episode 22. Yes. And Brent's Madlib again. He's just running away with it. And which image? We're going to combine it with image 10? Yeah, image 10. Oh, these guys again. The colorful animal hides. All right, so what are we going to get when we mix those together? Oh my. Galveston's colorful animal crackers. Well, that kind of fits. Isn't that just Galveston on a normal day? All right, bud, we're not done. We got to combine those together to find out just how weird it can get. So what do we get? Jujube animal cracker dance moves. Go ahead, Grandma. That was fun. Yeah, those blend. Absolutely.
You should do a blend of some of the ones we've made of ourselves, but it'd probably just come out looking like the same person.
True.
Anyway, I bet you can guess which word theme this is.
Yeah. Pretty obvious.
But it's time for you to hold on tight, because it wouldn't be County Fair without Violet Rides. Or Lilac Ones.
That's not a ride. That's a shuttle. The shuttle's not a ride.
Hey, when I was a kid, to me, that was one of my favorite rides, when you get to ride on a little train at Astroworld, because I was afraid to go anywhere up in the air. I decided to wear purple to go along with our theme, and I got my little red, white, and blue hat to go with the County Fair theme. But now,
strange to see you in purple, because you never wear purple willingly.
We have a really fun little bike here that doesn't look very effective.
Yeah, it's like no wheels at all. It's like it's not even built to have wheels. It's like it's just supposed to stand there. Maybe it's a rickshaw.
Maybe if you pedal really fast, I just hear like dragging noises down the street. Like, buy your grapes, get in line, and get ready to scream your bruised chin off.
Oh, okay. Well, they got their grapes.
I'm like, so
that's
you buy
a lot
your
of grapes.
Well, they want to go on a lot of rides, I guess. I mean, how many grapes are you tried? I wonder.
I don't know.
And apparently they're going to scream their shins off right now. I mean, they're not waiting until they get on one of the rides.
Right? They just got to do it right now. As soon as they have their grapes, they just start screaming.
There are lots of rides to choose from. Everything from Barney's Haunted House that will make you feel extremely toned.
All right, bro.
Knockoff Barney.
Yeah, very knockoff Barney. It's not even the right color. It's pink.
Well, maybe that's Barney's friend who, Also, let's talk about this ride in the background.
Oh, the lift or the hill that goes up and just stops?
Yeah,
what's that all about?
Like drag you backward and let you fall down, or is that one of those things where you like walk up and then slide down it with like gunny sacks or toe sacks or whatever?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But
man, I've been on one of those in a long time.
Everything from Barney's Haunted House that makes you feel extremely toned to the bruised go round for those who like to die it's safe.
Well, she certainly is dyed, and her hand is backwards.
Oh, you're right.
Isn't it backwards? Yeah, it's backwards. It's backwards.
Yeah, because I could do that, but it's not.
It's certainly, it's not comfortable, and it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look natural like that. Yeah, her hand is backwards. That's weird.
But she looks very, very dyed, for sure.
Yes, all over. Like her hair. She has that mermaid ombre thing in her hair, and she's got ink.
But
and
on her cheeks and her arms, and I guess it's the bruise go round. You get on it, sprays all kinds of colored dye on you,
and you
crap bruise for the rest of the day. If you're a curtain seeker, who isn't, take a ride on Monarch's Fury, a giant painting ship that will hurl you 800,080 feet into the air.
800,080 feet? Isn't that in orbit?
Well, yeah, I think our atmosphere goes to about 100,000 feet, so it's well outside of our atmosphere. Heading up, apparently quite fast because it's created like its own little contrails.
Right, it's very fast, and that's a scary thing to be riding, to go that high up in the air, because it's very unwieldy and
doesn't appear to be attached to anything.
Getting hurled that high in the air is that is a frightening thought to me. That's too much of a thrill ride for me.
If you want something a bit more red and blue and gentle, then perhaps the bumper Pimpmobiles is the ride for you.
Not quite what I had in mind for a Pimpmobile, but I'll take it.
I think the Pimpmobile might need to brush its teeth. It looks like it's got boogers.
It does.
This vehicle has seen better days, for sure. The big rubber plums will keep you lilac.
Ooh, gross.
And hot pink. And blue.
And those are plums? Those are supposed to be rubber plums? They don't look like plums at all.
No, not really. And also, how do these bumper cars move around in here?
I feel like everything is really slimy in there. Do you get that feeling?
It's like a bumper car bouncy house. I feel like she needs a few more of those rubber plums around her. I also don't know if she's wearing any clothes.
That's true. There's that as well.
And now you understand this tip that's coming next. And here's a tip. Don't wear anything too close to or under a ride.
So if you get too close to a ride or under it, you just gotta strip naked and that makes my feet hurt just looking at it.
And I feel like they're way too close to this ride, and why is it so grainy? I think the graininess almost makes it seem like real footage.
Right, because if it was like, I don't know, it looks dated. It does look like a dated photo with it being grainy like that. What is with those toes? My God.
You never know when some kid might have eaten too much. Will drape up. Aubergine.
Aubergine.
Boy. It appears that this child has draped up all over the ride.
Yes, they certainly have. There's drapes everywhere.
I didn't realize that if you feed kids too much, they'll spew out drapes. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, time for our dishonorable mentions.
Well.
Oh,
Up top,
gosh.
you
Is
got
that...
What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll let you get to it.
Up here in the top left, we've got, it wouldn't be a county fair without violet rides, though we don't see any yet.
No, just horses.
But at least you could buy your grapes and scream your shins off. And,
Okay.
And I would definitely be screaming my shins off if I was on Monarch's Fury right now, which is clearly
Being jettisoned into
above
orbit.
the atmosphere.
Yes, that's what I was thinking it was.
It looks a little bit more like Noah's Ark than a ship, but maybe painting ships look different. And finally, we have those big giant rubber plum will keep you safe if it doesn't roll over and smash you first.
Well, I have to say that's probably the biggest giant rubber plum that I've ever seen. It's the first one I've seen, but that's definitely the biggest.
Wouldn't be a county fair without violet or reddish rides.
Interesting. So this is like, it's like the ride with the umbrellas that are above you, like the.
Oh yeah.
But it's backwards. You actually sit in the umbrellas.
And barefooted, and also possibly it's a baby oak.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that till you mentioned it. What is it?
Yeah. This is buy your grapes and get ready to scream your bruised shin off. All 4 of them.
Oh my God! This is horrific. I love it.
Oh. I'm hoping this is just 2 kids doing a very elaborate contortion act.
I don't know.
There are lots of rides to choose from. Everything from Barney's Haunted House that will make you feel extremely toned. Oh yeah, we got a lot of Barney's Haunted House.
Oh wow.
Here. We got our traditional haunted house down here.
That's super cute. I like that with the little pumpkins like in the
and
air.
stuff. And then we've got, well, a T-Rex with wings Barney, which definitely sounds haunted.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then we've got weird abandoned Barney in a car.
See,
that's a whole different kind of
this
haunted.
reminds me of Batman: The Escape or Mr. Freeze at the Six Flags parks, where you're standing in these long lines and
Oh,
they're
yeah, they had
always
the
like in
theme
this like
stuff.
abandoned looking factory or something like that.
Yeah, they had like themed lines, so they weren't quite so boring. I remember that.
And then the top one is the Jurassic Park version.
Yes, it's completely Jurassic Park. I mean, you just need the banner going down saying "Dinosaurs rule the earth."
County Fair.
County Fair.
It is Monarch's Fury, and it's in the process of hurling a lot of people into the air.
The whole lot of
Once.
people. Up to that's even worse. Like not even in the ride, just being thrown at that altitude. Yeah, no thanks.
Normally, I save these sort of things for just like after our show, me and Patrick talk about them, but they're kind of funny and also definitely in SFW. So hopefully you're here on purpose.
All right.
This first one here is won't be a county fair without violet rides.
Is this in Vegas? I feel like this is on the Vegas Strip.
Or Miami maybe, but yeah. Buy your grapes. Get in line. Get ready to bruise Joe at the where?
At the Cunty Fair.
Maybe that's what those 2 boys are like. I thought we were going to
Why is everyone topless in the back? Like no one's wearing shirts behind these 2 guys. Maybe that's what they're upset about.
Either.
Maybe that's what they're upset about.
You told me to dress up.
Everyone's just wearing shorts and no shirts.
Barney's Haunted House, also known as Cunty Farney's Haunted Train.
Cunty Farney's Haunted House. I love that. Oh my god! It looks. Oh my god! It looks like they made a ride out of one of those automatic like field waterers that like, slowly go across the fields and like water the plants.
But it just has people, and then you get jumped out into the haunted house. And now it's really open.
That was awesome. Hey Brent, you know what we're gonna do next?
Are we gonna ride the Bruise Go Round?
No, but we're going to spin the wheel. That's right. It's time to spin the wheel to find out what our art themes are going to be like in next week's episode of MidJourney Madlibs. As you can see, we only have 4 left because this is the last time we're spinning before our mid-season break. We're going to spin it 4 times, but since there's only 4 left, we're going to alternate this time. So we'll go with Brent first. Brent, here is your first art theme for next week. You got a style blend, my friend.
Out the bat.
All right, so let's spin it again and see what your actual art theme is going to be. TxTygrr cartoons.
Woohoo!
All right, and TxTygrr cartoons is paired with Sama. That's going to be interesting.
You can get a lot of polka dotted car. Woody Woodpecker with polka dots.
All right, now it's my turn. My first art theme for next week. Carpaccio. I'm okay with that. All right, here is your second art theme. Vasily Kandinsky. Okay, so that means my last art theme is...
1-3 chance of getting a style blend.
Yep, it's Akira Toriyama, but do I have to blend it? Let's see. I do.
Yeah, it does blend.
All right, Akira Toriyama combined with...
Fisher-Price.
MC Escher. That could be quite interesting.
Doesn't he do a lot of black and white too?
He does. There we go. So that's our art themes for next week.
Well, it looks like we're both going to have a little bit of crazy mixed up next week.
Absolutely. It's going to be wild.
So we're going to come back for the mid-season finale and the penultimate episode before that. And we will wow you with a lot of fun. But you probably ought to subscribe to us. And definitely like us if you do. And if you don't like us anyway, why not? And also, you might want to remind yourself with that little bell there so that you can get notifications when we come back next season. But for now, we're going to sign off. Sayonara and all those things.
All right, don't forget to click like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Like and subscribe.
The algorithm demands it.